You are getting my screen, hope, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Now let me just real quick give you guys update with whatever so far we have gone through, and then I'll now in this Oracle architecture, Oracle DBA architecture, we were discussing n number of component, and out of that n number of component, we have already gone through major component. Okay, so
Sir, we're not able to see your screen.
anybody is saying something?
Sir, I'm not able to see your screen.
Yeah, you see, maybe you have pinned something. If all of means other than you will able to see, so you should
Yeah,
able to see.
yeah, got it.
Maybe okay. So in this we have gone through main component. Okay, so these are the component. Hope you all are able to guess which all are the things I am drawing. So we all are very much clear with this. Okay, and today I'm going to, again, these are the very important last 3 sessions what we are going through. It's very important. Okay, so I'm keep repeating this thing due to little change in the diagram for me. Okay, here that connection is there. Okay, so one of the very important component which I didn't cover in detail, and that is known as program global area. In short, we used to say PGA. Okay, so if somebody will ask what is PGA, full form, definitely whenever somebody is asking an interview, definitely they are not referring to the full form of PGA. Definitely they would like you to tell what exactly the PGA is all about. Okay, so name some area, and we have to be very crystal clear. This is the memory component. Okay, sometimes we used to get confused. Okay, so it's a memory component, and so exact which all are the memory component clubbing together as a whole, we are putting Oracle memory. So in brief way, simple SGA plus PGA equals Oracle memory. If somebody will ask, okay, which all are the component we are including in Oracle memory? So this is the answer. Okay, PGA plus SGA. That means so far we are very much clear which all are the component we have in SGA, right? Whatever main 4, other than that few are there, but we can just focus on this. And along with that, the area. So in this picture, this area, okay, and we can plus this particular area.
Sir, one interruption here.
Yeah, tell me.
So last time the equation was SGA plus processes. That means there's some bunch of processes equal to Oracle memory. So
No,
can
no,
we?
no, 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 no. You misread it, or if I have said this, this is totally wrong. What I said, let me tell you what I said. SGA plus BGP, right? Background process
Yeah, that's what I told. Process.
equal to instance. So don't confuse with this two. That's why I said I never discuss in detail about PGA. Name-wise, I might have used it for sure, PGA, but never discuss in detail. Okay, so
But sir, instance and Oracle memory is different. Different.
if you remember, we have clearly mapped it. This is RAM. Okay,
Yeah.
this is CPU. This is hard disk.
Yeah.
So you can answer yourself what you are asking question, and you got answer, hope, in this.
Yeah.
Clear? So you are getting confused with Oracle memory and the instance. What?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Everyone? No confusion, right? Because these are the very easy and very important part. Don't confuse.
Okay.
Can I proceed? All?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you be on mute, please? Okay. Now, what exactly this program global area means? So definitely it's a memory area, one of the memory area. And the answer is, if somebody will ask, and we have to feel it, we have to visualize it, what we all are talking about. So program global area equal to memory component, definitely. So this PGA equals n number of work area. Which all are the work area we are referring here, and what exactly work area we mean to say. So work area is this one. I'm referring work area 1, work area 2, work area 3, like that. So when client or this session will connect with a database, that means not session is wrong. When client process, okay, client process will establish connection with a server, Oracle database server. So who or which process help Oracle and the client terminal to connect? So there is a process which will be allocated as a mediator between client and server. I'm again repeating, a process will be allocated by Oracle server to communicate between client and server. That process is known as which process? Connection between client and server. Okay, so connection between client and server done by or maintained by a process called This process I have used name wise. Okay. Server process. So server process is the mediator between client, that means from where the command is getting fired, that means end user we can refer here, and server. Suppose this client is there in Kolkata and actual server, database server is there in Chicago. So between this two, there is a, so which connection, who will be responsible for communicating between this and this? So that process, what we called is server process. If we are having 10 connection, 10 different server process will be allocated. So this is 1, 2, 3, and likewise 10. So here you might be getting little confused between server process and then work area. What is the difference? Okay, so server process means what? It's a CPU part or processor. Okay, or process, whichever processor. So process needs some area. Process need some space to work. So when the client and server is getting communicated to each other, to do so, server process required some area, and that area is what we are saying work area, W1, W2, W3. So one server process, one work area. Second, if we are having 3 server process, that means 3 work area. If it is 300 server process, 300 work area. Clubbing together, 1, 2, 3, clubbing together, we are saying PGA. Okay. So now, sir, that's okay. I got, that means one process needs some memory or some area to work, that we are saying work area. So server process is one thing. The space server process will be doing some functionality, some processing. Okay, that we are saying work area. What is inside work area? If we will further divide, then what we will be getting in this work area? Okay, so inside work area, definitely we will discuss more detail later on, but in this work area, okay, different category is there. Okay, so in this, in work area, one we are saying SQL area. One we are saying sort area. One we are saying hash area. So these all are the area. Now here we are going to be little confused, sir. Here also we are having something related to this is library cache. So here we said the execution plan, and so is this execution plan and this what you are talking about both are same? No, both are totally different. Because whenever we are firing any query, so we used to say it will do parsing, right? So parsing means what? It will generate one hash code, something. Okay, so that code, then after that there is a execution plan. So those things will be available into that. But before reaching there, okay, so far I ignored this area or this part while our past discussion to avoid confusion. So definitely you are sitting on a client, it will not directly jump into the server. No, it needs some base. Again, if we discussed something called after execution, the output will be coming into the client side like this. So definitely the output, whatever the number of rows what we are getting into database buffer cache, definitely it is not directly jumping and coming into client. No, because server process here don't know from where request came. That information is where that the request came from X server with X IP with this. So where is that information will be available? How come this particular process here in the library cache or a SAID pool will come to know from where request came? That request or that information is available with this work area. What is the terminal? Which particular type of client connection? It is connecting with SQL Plus, or it is connecting with some developer tool, SQL developer I have mentioned, or it is coming through Toad, or it coming for, it may be different type of connection or different way of connecting to Oracle database. It's not that what we have learned so far is this one, SQL Plus, then we are giving user ID, password, something like that. No, this is one way. But in real life, there is a multiple way to make connection with database. So how will Oracle know that which type of connection it is? That is available in this work area. So output will come into work area, and then from work area, it will do further some processing. And then it will come back to whoever have given request. And that's what we discussed, that, okay, this work area, the server process is using, okay, and that server process we are saying it's a mediator, or you can say mediator is the correct term. So mediator between client and server. Okay, so this is residing where? Again, these all are residing in the server side only. Okay, it's, don't think that it is going to reside somewhere else. It is going to reside. So ultimately these area, this one, this thing entire, this is, okay, going to be available in the server only, database server. Okay. And REST client will be coming from maybe different geographical location, maybe same server. What we are doing, what we are learning, we are just sitting on the same server and doing it. Okay, but that is not always. This is just for operational. We can also connect via this also. Okay, if you have credential. So other than DBA and system engineer, nobody will sit in the server. Nobody. Rest all the users, everybody is connecting through this or that tool or SQL Plus, then giving. So we will discuss much more in detail the connectivity part when we will discuss that networking part after this only, this particular architecture part only we will discuss. So how the connection is getting established and much more to discuss. So here the takeaways, two things only so far. What is PGA? What is component of PGA like work area, and in work area, which all other things available. And one of the main thing for interview purpose and for your realization also, suppose we are giving this statement saying that select star from EMP, then we are giving order by, suppose, last name, or any column you can give. So this order by means what? Sorting. It is doing sorting. Which component, which area of the entire thing we have discussed in Oracle architecture, where this activity, this sorting activity took place or used to take place where?
In temp database.
Yes. So it is going to. So you answered temp data file, right?
Yes,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
But temp is what? It's a physical, right?
Yeah.
So directly never, it cannot be done directly into disk. Whichever is there, it should come through RAM as per the
Yeah.
basic concept what we know for any operating system. So definitely it is not going to come directly. Server process will not go and do sorting in the directly temp data file, what we've discussed in the last session.
Yeah.
So what is that memory area where first it will do that, and if it fail to process within that, then there is a algorithm, it will do swapping, and it will, because in the order by it may be 1 million row will be there. So 1 million is not small record, right? And that used to happen, not 1 million. Still, if it is 20,000 row also, or 40,000 row also, and 40,000, if 10 or 15 people are doing same type of reporting, can you think of the number of, means the volume of record what we are getting? So definitely the entire swapping is entire that sorting is not possible in the memory area. So first we need to discuss which memory area sorting is done. The answer what we got from Pallab is the physical file he was referring to, that is temp data file or temp table space I mentioned in last session. But which one is the area it is sorting is getting done? So answer is sorting is getting done in this work area only, and that is the reason I mentioned here one of the important thing for your reference. So if at all the statement is going to do sort operation, that is the work area inside inside work area there is a sort area which will do this activity, sorting activity. Because
Sir,
so
one.
far whichever component we have discussed, we never discussed that sorting, because one database buffer has only putting data, no sorting operation. So work area is responsible for doing sorting. Now in case memory area means sort area, means the size is going to be very small. Now, if it is having the large volume of record to be sort, so definitely it is not possible to done this activity in this area. Then server process will coordinate between this and temp data file, and it will do the sorting. And after that, the thing will come to the requested client.
Sir, one
Okay.
doubt.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so I was saying that in this query, what we have written that let's start from EMP order by last name. So in that query, I think two area will be involved. That means SQL area and the both the sort area, because as it is SQL, so
no,
it
no.
should be have been processed in the SQL area
See,
as well.
whenever I'm saying, if I'll tell you, suppose, okay, so this is laptop. So if I'm saying laptop, it consists of all 3, 4, 5, 10 components, right? Here I said work area. Work area itself containing all these 3, 4 area. I mentioned 3 only, few more components are there.
Yeah.
Work area, if we will cut it cross-sectional view of work area, what you will be getting in the work area. These are the 3 I mentioned: SQL area, sort area, hash area, and a few more, PL-SQL area. These things are there. So each and every work area is going to have all these 3.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yeah.
So it's not that. See the diagram what I made. I made it. See work area here, 1, 2, 3. So each and every this work area is going to have all these.
Okay.
Because here connection, you are establishing connection. So for you, everything you are thinking, everything is for me. Likewise, thousands of connections, thousands of work area is needed, right?
Yes.
Because no, Oracle don't know what activity you are going to do. Oracle should be, means it should have all the capabilities to serve you.
Okay.
Okay, so once we are making connections established, you are entitled to have every activity, provided system admin have given those permission.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the takeaway for this is only two part. We should be answered. If somebody will ask, what is PGA? So PGA is a memory area. Okay. And it's a collection of work area used by server processes. So hope this thing is clear to all of you. Now, what are the component? At least 2-3 component will say. Other than that, what else? Sir, this much I'm able to recall it. That's it. Don't try to just answer the thing which you don't know. Because if they will ask, the question will be like this and your answer will be there, what else interviewer will ask? So what message you are giving? Yes, you know, you have the idea about PGA. Don't try to over-explain any component, not only PGA, anything. Try to make it short and you should convince first. If you will not convince, the problem will be there. Again, cross question will be there from different and you will be on mess. Okay, so make it simple. Whatever you know, just tell that part only. Nobody knows just everything in the planet. But yes, we have to have the basic understanding. Whenever we are going for any level of interview, maybe 2-3 years of DBA, 10 years DBA, main thing, whether you are familiar with that thing or not. Number two, whether you have basic idea on it or not. Nothing more than that. Nobody check the syntax. Nobody will check this. If you will tell, well and good. If you will not tell, hardly there is marks, negative marking or something will be there. No. Okay. Now, so just a second. Okay, got it. Now, next thing is the backend process wise. We have discussed log writer, database writer, then check pointer. There's 3 things we have discussed. And more 2 component is left. And that is one is, it's again very important for this. One is SMON. And one is PMON. So what exactly it will do? So system monitor, you can just mug up, or for now keep in mind, is used for instance recovery. So what does it means? Instance recovery means what? So for your visualization or your understanding, non-Oracle way, let us understand this first. When system or machine or laptop is running and suddenly power off and you don't have battery backup. Okay, so what will happen? Machine will just down with whichever component you have, just whatever you are doing. If it is not saved, it will be gone, and whichever is saved, it will try to just, it will be there forever. And there is a mechanism that operating system have, which the files are not saved. That also you will able to get it once you will restart the system after power issues got resolved. So whenever after that, after these crash situation or these particular abnormal situation, if you will switch on your system, what kind of situation we all are into? Can anyone share? Abnormal shutdown, that means hard boot, what we used to say. Due to power failure, you don't have backup, everything is closed. Suddenly it's closed, everything. Whichever state was there, then and there in the dark. And after that, when power on, and what exactly you all are feeling? What situations?
It starts with I mean, if it is an old system, then it will sometime it will give me give us some recovery part also,
Yep.
or if there is no some data file which is not saved, we in nowadays we can get a recovery option also.
Mhm. Yeah, great. So what exactly we are coming? We are coming with some recovery, some internal processes taking place, right? It may do some scan, then it might happen you will get some option that you need to just this scan, that scan, right? Sometimes we used to get that also, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to tell you all that if in that scenarios, the system have some processes in place, so whichever activity, okay, it's supposed to be gone, it try to recover that, and it will try to just give you in such feeling that nothing you have lost, right? So it is doing some internal check, some internal recovery type of work before system comes to you in a normal. So the whole aim of that system is to just put you the same situation when you lost connection. That was the whole aim. So same situation in case database crash in the sense maybe you are working and due to any natural calamity, no power backup is there and everything's down. Number one situation. Number two situation, you have shut down the database just knowingly or by mistake, you plugged off the power supply. Knowingly or unknowingly, whichever way. So suddenly database will be down. So whatever activity was going on and that thing, it is there in mess type of situation. So when the database will be up next time, though the last time it was not gracefully shut down. Last time gracefully shut down was not there. So it was abnormal shutdown. We don't know the situation. Situation can be anything. Maybe human error, maybe anything, natural one. On that, maybe some sudden load came to that database and it crashed. Failed to handle those load and it crashed. And next time, if you will able to start, it will do some internal recovery the same way it used to do for operating system. Same way. So that recovery process, okay, what we are saying here in Oracle term, instance recovery. And that will be done by a process known as SMON or system monitor. So definitely there might be a number of questions, sir, how it will know that it was a normal shutdown or it was an abnormal. So definitely the system is there in place. The software they made in that way only. So before shutting down, they used to check before again next time they will we will start the database. They will check last time whether it was a normal gracefully shutdown or abnormal shutdown. If it is abnormal shutdown, definitely go for instance recovery. Which process is responsible for this? The SMON process, system monitor process, is going to be responsible for these type of checking and these type of recovery activity. Clear? So in one line, instance recovery is the Oracle database server process or the process which help Oracle to recover in case of system crash or database crash. This one line is the answer. Now, let me show you the same thing. If somebody will ask, can you please tell me how we will able to guess that it was crash, it happened in last maybe 10 hour or 2 hour or 1 hour, or whether crash, instance crash happened or not, how you'll come to know? Okay, so that will be known with one file known as alert log file. Okay, so do you guys have any idea about alert log file? Yes or no?
No, sir. No,
Okay.
sir.
Normally, so far, whatever we discuss, we don't know about it. But just for your information, each and every system, it may be operating system, it may be application system, it may be any program, there is a common log file where each and every activity, maybe normal or maybe some issues, used to be reported or written. Okay, it may be operating system, it may be you go for anywhere in our Android also. So in one file, the normal or abnormal activity used to get reported. Here, that file, normally this file is known as log file. Okay, log file. So here for Oracle also, whether Oracle is working okay, if it is encountering any issues, or it is just in which state it is. So the health or the status or the issues, summary of all these are getting maintained in a file known as alert log file. It's very, very important file for the database administrator. If somebody will report anything, the first thing DBA used to do, they will go to that alert log file and check. And 95% cases, if anything encountered by the database, that is getting reported into alert log file. It's such an important file is. Again, I'm repeating, alert log file is a file where all the database activity, including maybe warning, maybe the alert, or maybe the issues, or maybe normal activity, that is used to captured. It will help DBAs to troubleshoot or to know the health of database. Just like whichever case you will go in hospital, first thing doctor will do what? They will just check your basic thing like the pulse, then maybe if you have, so whichever instrument they use to have the common thing, the first thing they used to do that only. Same thing as a DBA, if anybody complain anything, you will be just jumping into alert log file and checking how it is. And on that file, if it is a problem, you'll able to find out problem. So what problem, how to know which type of problem, that we will come to know. So take away, the question is, what is alert log file? Alert log file is a log file in Oracle database. It's used to keep track of all the normal, abnormal issues, normal running status in this. Clear? So,
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Is there any connection between SysOx and alert log file?
No, not at all. See,
Okay.
SysOx is basically, this is the file, Oracle file, where actual data are getting stored. Okay. But alert log file is simple. It's a text file where you will able to open and read it. Okay. Very small, because SysOx or maybe data files are in terabyte. Not SysOx, but normal user data file and all those things in terabyte. And that you will not able to just view it by VI or cat or type. You'll not able to see. It is encrypted. But here alert log you will able to see, because here the purpose of alert log is to know what is going on in your database, whether your database is healthy or having some problem. If problem, what kind of problem, all those kind of things. Okay. Now,
Okay.
how to look and what is the location of this? Okay. So just more detail we will discuss on alert log file. I'm just giving you a few overview how to look into this. Okay. So let me. Okay, so let it start. Then, yeah, let it start. I'll come back in this part and let's discuss the another one. So S1 is for instance recovery. Okay, now we are moving to the next component is P1. P1 is process monitor. So there are few, but one thing we will remember, the use of P1 is when any connection is getting established with server. Suppose we are giving SQL plus then HR/HR or whichever ways we will able to, or we will make connection with the server. And after doing that, whatever activity select or insert or update or delete, depending on the requirement, after that will be done. And we are doing what? We are just closing the connection, maybe by exit command or maybe by cross, or different ways are there to close the connection. So whichever resources allocated by that client or those clients into server, that used to be cleaned up. Because whenever one connection will establish, a lot of resources getting consumed. Who will take care of that maintenance of that resource? Suppose you get out, you close the connection, but whichever area you have used, that is already occupied. It's not good. So some process should be there which will be cleaning the resource used to be occupied by the client connection or the sessions. Okay, so that area or that resources used to be cleaned up. Who is responsible? Which process is responsible for cleaning up unused resource due to the connection? And that process is known as process monitor. Okay, so this is mainly used for the interview purpose, nothing more than that. Okay, S1 P1, just for the reason we are discussing interview, we used to get and definitely component wise, we supposed to know what is this. Okay, let's see it's open or not. Now, how to find out the location of alert log file? Okay, so there are few ways are there. Let us discuss the very simple way. All are simple if you know it. Okay, so parameter, okay, dump And if you see in the moment I'll type, n number of thing comes in front of you. And out of this n number, which one we should follow? We should be following B dump. B means see background, dump dash, this one. B dump. Background, because here we are having max file, this is, we don't know all these things, but what we should know is this one, background dump dash, and whatever is the location, that is the location where alert log file will be available. I'm repeating, B means background dump dest. Okay, that is against that whichever value we are getting, that is the location of alert log file. So this is operating system file, okay, as I mentioned. So I'll exit it here. Okay, nothing to do with SQL prompt. So simply I'll go CD to that location. Okay, CD, then ORCL, then trace. This is the location. So the location format is, this is the base location, Oracle base. We used to have na base and home. And under base, diag means diagnostic, RDB means this thing. So it's, to start with, it's very confusing. Confusion is there to remember is how to find out. So parameter dump. Against that, whichever location, you'll go directly. Okay. And by coming here, you have to give ls minus ltr. Okay, ls minus ltr. And you are getting here a lot of file. Which one is the main file? See, alert. The standard format or the naming convention of that file start with alert underscore the database name dot log. If database name is SHA, or maybe you guys have given your own name, suppose someone, or maybe any name. So name will be alert underscore database name. That is a standard. And we have to read it. View file name. And the moment we will give view file name, this file, see, this thing comes. And any issues, those issues are getting reported here only. These are the activity. When we will start, the moment we will start, see what it is writing, starting Oracle instance. Whenever we used to give startup command, okay, so this thing happened. So what is happening inside? Where to find out? First it will start, then it is different session is there, some memory is getting allocated. What is, so each and every component is here. Then some file is there, how much memory is getting allocated. Lot of things is happening in the background. Everything, the summary wise, it is getting reported here. Everything here. So to start with, the takeaway for recent discussion, the discussion what we are going to, means we are doing right now, what is alert log file? That's it. And how to find the location, number 2, and how to read it. And here, normally we used to do checking with activity at the very last line of this file. How to go to the very last line? Anybody have any idea? We have to go to the end of the file, because if I'll go by scrolling, it is going to take a hell lot of time, right? So skip colon sign, okay, then dollar, skip colon dollar. Okay, see, today 26th and is there, and see, I gave startup command, right? So all the activity, if you see here, this is 20th. So today I gave, and you will be getting, see, starting. This is for today, Saturday. This one, 8:53. Right now 8:59. Okay, so I gave startup, so starting Oracle instance normal. Okay, and whichever are the file, we don't know right now what is all this, but we'll come to know slowly. So don't confuse that. Okay, these things we have to know. Nothing. Okay, so far this is the activity tracked today. Today means 26th of. This is 20th. This is old. Okay, so starting from this one, see the date 26th 8:53. So database started. If somebody will ask, okay, can you please tell me at what time you have started your database? One of the way to find out is this: go to alert log file, see that at what time database started. So in normal scenario, this is the thing will be coming. But in case of the instant recovery, some other information, some other thing will come here. Okay. So let me exit here from here. Now we all know, again, I'm saying what I'm doing normally ls minus LTR. Right now, what I'm doing, I'm just removing this file. That is not always at all advisable. Just I'm showing you, in case you remove this file, definitely old file will go forever. That means this file, whatever data is there, it's gone. So normally this operation we never use. If at all you want to just do something like that, MV means move. So we are renaming it underscore old. I can give date. Today's date is 26th of September. Why we are not removing it? Or by this particular file, you will come to know the activity was getting done on top of your Oracle database when it was started, what kind of error used to come. So everything is there reported here, and it will help us a lot to do troubleshooting. Repeating, this alert file or historical alert file will help us to do troubleshooting in very big way. How that big way and which all are the situations we will be doing it, slowly we will be coming to know. Okay, so always just right now, if you see no alert log file, this is there, it's a backup. But what is going on right now? So what will happen if any major activity will take place? Alert log file will be creating new with the latest information, not old information. So right now is 9:02. So whatever activity is getting reported now, okay, that will come, if at all it is coming, into newly created alert log file by Oracle itself. If it doesn't found any alert log file available, you can say, sir, this is there. No, this is not as per the standard. Oracle will look for alert underscore database name.log file, but that is missing right now here. The alert log file, what we are getting underscore old something. No, it will not look for that. If the exact name called ORCL underscore alert underscore ORCL.log, if not found, it will recreate or it will be creating new. So let's see. Activity means what I'm going to do. I'm shutting down the database right now. Okay. So how to shut down, we all know. Shut down immediate. Okay. I've done this. Let's see. And if I'm exiting from here and we are, alert log is there, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
That means what it proves, by mistake, if you deleted or rename through other, it will search for the name, it will not find it, it will create new. And definitely new, this is going to have only shutdown activity, not the old activity. Let's see. So what command we have given? See the time, 9:03:42. See 9:04. So a minute back we have given. shut down this thing. So all the shutdown, this thing is there. See, this much only. What type of shutdown we have done? Normal, immediate. So I gave immediate. So different type of shutdown is there. We will discuss in detail. So takeaway for last 10-15 minute thing is S1, P1 and alert log file. How to check it? Nothing more than that. So hope you will able to answer yourself. If somebody will ask this, at least one line, we will able to explain it. If one line you are good, I'm good with you all for today's session. Okay, so any question on this?
No, it's fine.
Okay, so I'm done for today. Okay, so hope no confusion, and next session that means will come, and once this architecture will finish, maybe one more class I'll take. It's almost done, but a few points will be there. And after that, one interview will be there for this, just the Oracle architecture only. Okay, so just I'm giving a heads up to all of you. So be ready with the basic. See, whatever I'm saying, that is more than enough. So the question will be asked on that only. Okay, so it's up to you how you are going to explain it. Okay, that is the main thing. Okay.